How are you? Good afternoon, good evening, also, depending upon where you are in the world. I'm Marla Goldberg, and if you don't know who I am, I'm a doctor of metaphysical healing. I'm a teacher, speaker. I am the creator and host of Guided Spirit Conversations podcast and the best-selling author of My Fucking Long Journey to Loving Myself, A Guide to a Shorter Path. So for those of you who are catching this and don't know who I am, this is me. And I've got to share with you, this is the new baby. Say hello. I'm thinking of calling her Haniel after Archangel Haniel, and Honey for short. Anyway, my new little mascot. I'm so excited. Okay, back to the announcements. So, first of all, I have to say to the people in Turkey and Syria, my prayers continue to go out to you, each and every one of you who are dealing with the destruction from the earthquakes, from the latest earthquake. Know that I'm sending you love and light and healing energy. Also, for those of you that are in this storm belt, and I'm one of those, excuse me, I am going to remind you to please be careful. Don't speed. It's icy. I've seen lots of highway craziness. And I'd love for you to stay safe. Also, I want to remind you, please put into your vehicles blankets, water, snacks. If you're traveling with animals, please accommodate what they need. Blankets to keep them warm as well, snacks, water. If you can find a can, a nice big can and a candle, take that with matches, because if you crack the window a little bit, wrap yourself in your blanket, but light the candle. You could turn off your automobile and not waste the gas. To stay warm. That's if, God forbid, something should happen. So please keep those supplies on hand, at least during these winter weathers, because you just don't know when something is going to happen and you're going to get stuck. So that's my big ask for you today. All right, on with the announcements. So I'm getting on today to talk to you about tomorrow's guest on Guided Spirit Conversations podcast. Edvante Showers is my guest. And so I met Edvante at Asheville back in October. And we were having a lovely conversation. He is a man who has a lot of fingers in a lot of different pies. He is altruistic in his desire to help others. He has a ministry in Louisiana, where he's from and where he currently lives. He has outreach programs, humanitarian programs. He is just a young man who is walking his talk, who came from challenging circumstances like many of us, and who took the road less traveled by many with his upbringing. And I say that with a huge amount of excitement for him and pride and adoration at what he has achieved in his youthful years, because he's still in his early 30s. And this young man has, he believes that if you dream big, anything is possible. I believe that you can do absolutely anything you set your heart to, which is basically saying the same thing. So he and I are so on the same track with that. And though where I'm going outside of my wheelhouse with Edvante coming on the show, what he has to say, what his heart's desire to help is, really is as spiritual as it comes. And that's me showing you that we don't have to stay in the same lane. We can move over and bring new information, new experiences into our path. And by having Edvante Showers come and join me tomorrow, we're going to do that. We are going to talk about that. He has got so much going on. He's so exciting. He's a published author. Let's see what else I could say. As I mentioned, he's on a mission to help as many people as he possibly can, become their best selves, their authentic selves, to do their best work and to just manifest. So his is dream big. Anything is possible. I believe that dream big and you'll be able to manifest it. Visualize it here and here and here. And you will then be able to really start magnetizing what it is you want to bring into your life. And here's the thing, it doesn't mean you have to be, a giant corporate, CEO or in that. This success varies for different people. Some people want a very simple, quiet, flowing life, in nature, and that is wonderful. Some people want bigger things and more material things. That's okay too. There's no judgment here. What you desire is what you desire. What makes your heart sing makes your heart sing. My heart's tune has changed so many times in my number of years around. And that's what the conversation is going to be about. We're going to talk about Edvante's ministry. We're going to talk about his new coaching group, the Hope Room, and his books, All Things Are Possible. He walks his talk, and I can't wait for you to be a part of the show and hear what he has to offer us. So no, Guided Spirit Conversations goes live at 12 noon Eastern, 11 Central. You can find it on my YouTube page and my Facebook page of the same name, Guided Spirit Conversations. It will also be streaming live on my LinkedIn page, my Twitter, and various other groups that I'm a part of. Also, in addition to, it's an interactive show. So if you're able to watch live on YouTube or Facebook, you can send in questions that Edvante and I can answer for you so that you can get your answers real time. If you're not able to watch live, a couple of things. Number one, we upload to all your favorite listening platforms. Number two, you can email your questions in at guidedspiritconversations@gmail.com. Send those questions in and I can bring them into the show to show Edvante. Now, there's a cutoff time. If you have questions, I need to have it in the mailbox the Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time so that I can get ready to incorporate it into the show. All right, thank you. If you like the show, please like it, subscribe to it, review it, tell me what you think. I love to know if the show resonated with you, if you got something out of it. Because as you all know, when I put this show together almost 5 years ago, I know, can you believe 5 years ago, that it was done with the desire and intention to bring to you the various metaphysical modalities or techniques that are out there and the plethora of incredible healers and metaphysicians, psychics, mediums, spiritual thought leaders around the globe that you may not ever have crossed your path, but when they do, oh my God, how amazing is it to learn about their incredible magical gifts and abilities that they're able to bring into their practice and how they work with their clients. So the show is done for you, and this is why. That's why I want your input. That's why I request that you review it. You send me your questions, or you can send me your comments. I'm really good with that. So thank you for that. If you want to know more about me, what I do, and how I can work with you, please check out my website at MarlaGoldberrg, Goldberg having 2 R's.com. And with that, you can see what I do, inspirations, my favorite things. Some of my favorite things are all in there, plus more. So I look forward to you checking out my website and reaching out to me with questions. I do offer a 20-minute complimentary evaluation / consultation, so you can sign up for that. And just if you want that, email me directly at marla@mghealer.com. Okay, thank you for that. Well, I'm going to sign off now. I look forward to you being part of this exciting show. It's going to hit a different note, a clear note, a beautiful note. a note that's different than the other notes, but yet very similar to the ones that you know that are part of the show. And until tomorrow, as always, I'm sending you love, blessings, and gratitude. Know how grateful I am that you're in my world in whatever capacity you're in it, because not only are you a student for me, you're one of my teachers. And not only am I a teacher for you, I'm one of your students. And if you haven't heard these words today, let me say them to you. I love you. You are loved, not just by me, not just by your family and friends, maybe your loving pet companions, but you have so many beings on the other side of the veil that are some of your biggest cheerleaders, and they're there for you. Here's the caveat. You hear me say this all the time. They do not have the free will to intervene. So if you have a need, a desire, if you need help, support, guidance, information, ask your beings on the other side for them. Ask for what it is you need, want, or desire. And here's the thing, nothing is too large or too small. Nope. Anything you ask for. But here's the caveat. There's two of them. A, you have to be open-minded to how the information comes in because it's not linear. It's not direct. You know, it might be through a song or a quote, or you might overhear a conversation that is really meant for you. I know, I'll give you an example that the other day a friend of mine had a post on Facebook, and what she wrote was like, bam, exactly what I needed to see, read, bring into my energetic field that day to deal with some of the personal things that I was dealing with. And it was just amazing that I'm able to do that. Anyway, all right, I will be back tomorrow. Don't forget to talk to your angels and your beings on the other side, your biggest cheerleaders. I'm going to say goodbye from little Haniel and me. And I love you. Stay well, stay safe. Please be careful if you're out in the storms.